You ever look at your bank account and think, I make decent money, so why does it still feel like I'm barely moving forward? Like you're doing everything you were told to do, you've got a job, you pay your bills, you're not reckless, and yet one car repair, one medical bill, one random life event, and suddenly you're stressed again. If that feels uncomfortably familiar, yeah, this video is for you. My name is Asher, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people who do everything right with money still feel stuck. If you're someone who earns a solid income but feels like financial progress is painfully slow, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're talking about 7 money traps that quietly keep the middle class stuck, and no one really talks about them because on the surface, they look responsible. Here's the thing. These aren't dumb mistakes, they're socially accepted ones, and that's what makes them dangerous. Trap number 1. Lifestyle upgrades that feel small but aren't. Look, you get a raise, maybe it's $8,000 a year. So you upgrade your apartment, or your car, or you start eating out a little more. Individually, it doesn't feel crazy. But here's what most people don't realize. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household increases spending by nearly 90% of every raise they get. Let's do simple math. An extra $8,000 a year is about $500 a month after taxes. That new car payment? $420. Insurance increase? $80. Congrats, you're back to zero. Psychologically, this happens because your brain adapts fast. What felt like a luxury becomes your new normal in about 90 days. Action step. Every raise gets split automatically. 50% invested, 25% saved, 25% lifestyle. If you don't pre-decide, lifestyle inflation will decide for you. Trap number 2, the I deserve it spending loop. Now, you might be thinking, but Asher, I work hard. I deserve to enjoy my money. You're not wrong. But here's where it gets really interesting. Spending tied to emotional relief is one of the most expensive habits you can have. Stressful week? Amazon order. Bad day? Uber Eats. Burned out? Weekend trip. The American Psychological Association shows that stress-related spending spikes during high-pressure work periods, even when income stays flat. The problem isn't enjoyment, it's using money as therapy. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a leak instead of fixing the pipe. Action step. Create a guilt-free spending budget, but cap it. When the category is empty, you wait. That pause alone cuts impulse spending by up to 40%. Trap number 3. Thinking income alone will fix everything. This one is sneaky. People think, once I make $100,000, I'll be fine. Statistically, nope. Over 50% of households earning 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck, according to Lending Club. Why? Because income without systems just creates bigger financial chaos. More subscriptions, more obligations, more expectations. It's like pouring more water into a bucket with holes. Action step. Before chasing more income, lock in automatic investing, fixed savings rates, a spending ceiling. Structure beats salary every time. Trap number 4, the comfort of good debt. Middle-class debt is usually polite. It's not maxed out credit cards. It's car loans, student loans, reasonable mortgages. But here's what no one talks about. A $600 car payment invested at 7% over 30 years is over $680,000. That's not a car, that's retirement. Psychologically, good debt feels harmless because everyone has it, but normal doesn't mean optimal. Action step. If it moves and loses value, aim to pay it off aggressively. Freedom compounds faster than convenience. Trap number 5. Saving without investing. The illusion of safety. A lot of people are proud of their savings account. And hey, that's better than nothing. But inflation is quietly eating it alive. Over the last few years, inflation averaged around 3 to 4%, while many savings accounts paid under 1%. That's a guaranteed loss. This is where fear shows up. Fear of losing money feels worse than slowly losing purchasing power. Action step. Once you have 3 to 6 months of emergency savings, redirect everything else into diversified investments. Safety without growth is stagnation. Trap number 6. Delaying because you want to do it right. This one hurts because it sounds smart. I'll start investing once I understand it better. I'll wait until the market feels safer. I'll get serious next year. But waiting is a decision. If you invest $500 a month starting at 25 versus 35, the 25-year-old ends up with nearly double, even if they invest the same amount. Time is doing the heavy lifting, not perfection. Action step? Start messy, automate it, improve later. Motion beats mastery. Trap number 7. Measuring success by appearances. This might be the biggest one. Vacations, homes, cars. The middle class spends a lot of money proving they're doing okay. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most visible wealth is financed. Most invisible wealth is invested. The millionaire next door doesn't look rich because they didn't spend their future to impress the present. Action step. Start tracking net worth, not lifestyle. If it's not increasing, something's off, no matter how good life looks online.
Look, none of these traps mean you're bad with money. They mean you're human. The system rewards spending, not patience. It rewards appearances, not progress. But once you see these traps, you can't unsee them. And that's powerful. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to be extreme. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stop leaking money in places that don't actually make your life better. If this video helped you see your finances differently, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm this is worth sharing. And subscribe if you want more honest conversations about money that actually move the needle. Because getting unstuck financially isn't about earning more. It's about keeping what matters and letting compound growth do the rest.